here, Bill.
Yeah, the threat is in place, ECs. And when you have these ingredients, you have this kind of tropical air, and it's springtime in South Texas, you've got to take every one of these threats seriously. And that's what we do here at KENS 5. We make sure to keep you ahead of the storm. We put our players in place. And that's why I'm here with meteorologist Ryan Shoptaw to make sure every base is covered, on air, online, and we're in place ready to go to prepare you for what could happen tonight. Again, better safe than sorry. Let's take a look at what we can expect. This is what we're tracking. First things first, the ingredients. One of the main ingredients, wind shear. When we see winds that are increasing in speed and changing direction with altitude, that's an environment conducive to severe weather. So one of the two models is robust in what we see develop tonight. Look at this. So whenever you have this kind of threat, and this is a reliable model showing us this, we've got to get things in place and be prepared for it. So 9 to 10 p.m., and this is a very dangerous line of storms that could come together. That's the worst case scenario as far as a threat of severe. Best case scenario on getting some of the rain we could use. I mean, the 281 corridor would get between 2 and 3 inches if that solution unfolds that way. All right, I'll show you the other one in a moment. In fact, we're going to also put them side by side. Right now, it's still a little bit hazy. Skies are cloudy. It's only 87. What a difference from the last couple of days, right? East winds are kind of breezy, 24 miles an hour. The dew point holding at about 67. But that haze has compromised air quality. Unhealthy for sensitive groups in San Antonio, Austin, Laredo as well. Unhealthy for everyone, Corpus Christi and Brownsville. Worst air quality we've seen in days. Now, without the excessive heat, no warnings, no advisories in the city and metro all day today. It's been confined to a handful of counties off to our south. In fact, take a look at the numbers. These are the feels like. 90 in the city, but 107 at Pearsall and Cotulla, where yesterday it was 120. All right, now to radar. Again, quiet here, and it will stay quiet here for the next several hours. But as we move out to the west, look at the storms over the mountain ranges of Mexico. West of Eagle Pass, that definitely bears some watching. But right now, severe thunderstorm warning on the action just west of Sonora, but 150 miles from us. And notice this little gold in that hail core. See that turn gold for a second? That's baseball upwards of almost softball-sized hailstones. So this is a dangerous little storm complex. And I'm also noticing a little bit of a swirl. So I want to take a closer look at velocities. And we look at the winds moving away from the radar site. That's going to be the red, and then going towards in the green. And where you're matching them up, see right here? This is gate-to-gate shear. It's a broad area of rotation, but there's a little bit of spin in this thunderstorm. Again, something to watch very closely, because as any of this moves to the east, we have a 2 out of 5 chance in San Antonio, New Braunfels, Boerne, Kerrville of seeing hailstorms or even isolated tornadoes. Now, what do we mean by a 2 or even a 3? Let's go in depth on this severe weather risk with meteorologist Ryan Shoptaw over in the Weather Center. Ryan?
Yeah, so when we talk about a slight risk for severe weather, Bill, it's mainly isolated to scattered thunderstorms that could go strong to severe, producing modes of severe weather like damaging winds near 60 miles an hour, large hail up to quarter size, those kind of things. Now, based on the forecast guidance, a lot of these thunderstorms will move farther east and southeast towards South Texas, towards San Antonio. But right now, it's going to be an initial line of rain. I don't think flooding is a main threat. It's mainly these thunderstorms producing wind gusts near 50 to 60 miles an hour and hail being a medium to high concern between the hours of about 8 p.m. and midnight tonight. Notice out west, the highest threat near Del Rio, Valverde County, where those thunderstorms are powered up. They're producing hail and even severe thunderstorm warnings at this moment. As they move farther east, encountering still a favorable environment. It's extremely humid. Dew points are right around 70. It's very tropical, so there is a chance that they do move farther east towards Kerrville and maintaining that strength. Now, Bill mentioned 2 different solutions. Here's one on the left. You can see that's the graph isolated resolution. You can see anywhere from the hill country towards Laredo forming a dangerous squall line. But notice out to the right side of your screen, that's a different solution, high res, but also forming more scattered activity. So it's very concerning how 2 different solutions are initializing on the same thunderstorms, forming different solutions in our area between San Antonio, Laredo, Corpus Christi, the hill country. So we're going to watch this very closely, but right now we're leaning more towards the one on the right, more scattered activity, more moving towards San Antonio. But again, some of those could produce isolated hail, strong straight line winds near 50 to 60 miles an hour and that could be a severe weather threat as they move farther east towards the I-35 corridor. And again, the atmosphere is tropical. It is humid. We reached the 90s today. Those are two ingredients you need in addition to wind shear to produce widespread thunderstorms and a pretty dangerous weather threat, Bill.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love the side-by-side. Those are two of our most reliable models. Thank you, Ryan. All right, 7-day forecast, the chance overnight. Let's break this down and walk you through it 50-50. Once we get into daytime hours of Wednesday, only a 2 out of 10 chance we see rain, 95. Then about a 30 to 40% chance Wednesday night heading into Thursday morning. But then during the day, Thursday, 10 to 20% probability, only 95. So it really looks like evening and nighttime hours are going to be the best opportunities on seeing any showers or thunderstorms develop. And highs are going to stay in the mid-90s right until the end of the week. Now, we're going to drop the rain chance once we get past Friday night to only a 10% chance of an isolated shower Saturday, 96. So we're not going to lose this heat. It's going to stay above average. And heading into the weekend, the first weekend of June, it's going to be dry, but it's still going to stay a bit on the humid side with dew points in the 70s. All right, to sports and team.